Duration. I'm rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And we'll keep the ball right there in the palms, interlace the fingers, and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release, and let's toss it up in the air. Whoa! Come here, you! Holy smokes! Oh, that was my head. All right, we're back. It's hard to see in here today. Don't close your eyes as you do this. Whoa. All right. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Drop the ball on the floor. So that's how the feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot. Press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball through the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Bring the ball through the crease between the knuckles and the toes and press the toes into the ball. Raise the toes up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot. Arm up at the knuckles. Rolling. And middle of the foot and wiggling. Pressing. Separating. Pressing. Wiggling. And scribbling. Three, 2, 1. Release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And shake the tree. Three, 2, 1. Center to Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Using thumb at the base. Step out, gather in starlight. And center. Same thing the other way. And center. And let's take those 16 steps. And elbow towards the opposite knee. Slap the opposite heel. And then do it in behind, from behind. And then cross step with a twist. And we'll walk or march or jog. Seated exercises today, except for our sit stands. So go ahead and do pocket squats if you want. I'm going to sprint, I think. Or just keep doing what you're doing. Be safe, whatever you do. Got 5 Tibetans in after class. Going to head out on this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. 15, 20, 25, and 30. 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers, bring them up overhead. Up on your toes if you can. Come on down, lean back if you can. Back to center, drop one hand onto the side and bend in that direction. And come on up, go the other way. And back up, interlace the hands again and bring them down to the chest and push out. And come on down, bring one hand on top, one on the bottom, or use a strap or a cloth or a towel and pull in opposite directions. And then switch. And come on down and shrug. And put your fingers on your shoulders and rotate the elbows forward. And behind. Extend your arms and make like an airplane, I guess, or something like that. And center. Bring one arm across the chest, press in, at or above the elbow. And the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Make a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release, and squeeze. Release, and squeeze. And release. Put your hands on the back of your head and bring your elbows back. And release, and grab both elbows and rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the head. Go the other way. Go over the shoulder. Do a side lunge. Go the other way. Bring one foot forward, the other foot back, and try to press back on that back heel to stretch the calf. And then switch, go the other way. And then come down, kneel with one knee on the ground, the other 90 degrees, hands on your hips, tuck in your pelvis, and lean forward to stretch the hip flexors. And then you might want to hold on to something, pull or chair if you need to, but stretch out the other leg in front and bend, hinge at the waist slightly to stretch your hamstring. And then come back up, switch the position of the legs. Again, tuck your pelvis, lean forward, stretch the hip flexors. And then the hamstring. And we'll get up and grab a pole. Going to put it behind the back, parallel to the spine, and go up and down. And then switch the position of the hands and continue. And then bring it up overhead and go side to side. And then down to the shoulders with the hands, palms facing in, 10 bicep curls. Switch the position of the hands, the palms are facing out, drop it below the waist, hinge at the waist, let it go down as far as it can, keeping your spine neutral, and come up, and go back down, up and down 10 times. And then keep it down there and raise the elbows up past the rib cage. Come on up, At the shoulders, raise the bar up overhead. Then below the waist, we'll raise the elbows up to shoulder height. Hold at the shoulders and push out. And bring the stick behind with the palms facing away and lift behind you. Reverse the position of the hands and do it again. And then bring it up to the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. And then bring the stick around front. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. Come up on your toes and hold for 15. And then back on your heels for 15. And come on down. Put the stick down, grab a chair. And we're going to start with some sit stands. You can push off the chair, or you can have your hands out or up or across, or you can change them around. But the idea is to sit fully and get up 10 times. And then sit down. Put your hands up in the air and lean forward to about 45 degrees and come back 7 times. And then cross your arms at your chest. You're in the middle of the chair and you want to tap the back of the chair with your back 7 times, keeping your core engaged. Spread your arms out and rock side to side, using your hips. And then cross one leg over the other and rotate the ankles 5 times in each direction. Point the toe towards the shin and away from the shin 10 times. And then put your hands on the knee and lean into that leg. Stretching those glutes. And come on up. Cross the other leg. Same thing, 5 times rotation in each direction. And then towards the shin and away 10 times. Press into the knee as you hinge at the waist. And come on up. Spread the legs apart and come down, hinging at the waist, and try to touch the toes. Do it 7 times. Come on back, middle of the chair. Knee ups, 7 on each side. And we'll do some seated jacks. Hands behind the head, interlink the finger, yes. All right, and twist to one side and then the other. Interlace the fingers. Come on back and hinge at the waist, come down and come up 7 times. Keeping the spine neutral. Core engaged. And take a couple of restorative breaths. And we're going to do the ha breath today. So we're going to inhale fully through the nose. Exhale with the ha sound through the mouth for the count of about 10. We'll do 4 rounds, starting now. And come on up, get the chair out of the way. Rub those hands together and cultivate prana, chi, energy. And form that chibo. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. Pause. Exhale. Let it flow. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Go down, scoop it up. And namaste.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, Nina. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy.
Thanks. It's a 5 Tibetans time. You'll enable if you're up for it. You want to start with some spins, but of course you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms. But I'm going to do up to 11 spins. And that's 11. I'm going to take 2 breaths. And go to the floor. And lie back. Hands can be at the side, and the legs can be extended and come up, whereas the head, neck, and shoulders come up. That's the unmodified version. But put the soles of the feet on the floor. You could put your hands behind your lower back to support, or your head to support your neck, and lift the head, neck, and shoulders and soles at the same time. I'll do 6 and 5 as I usually do. 1, 2, And take 2 breaths. And roll over onto the knees. Hands are on the thighs of the glutes. You can just rock back on your knees, but if you can do a back extension, do. And come forward. That's 1. And when you've done 11, take a couple of breaths. And sit down. In the unmodified version, which is what I'm going to wind up doing, the legs are extended as you come up into an inverted table. But you can put the soles of the feet on the floor. If you need to, put your hands behind your back. And we'll do 11 again, however you choose to do it. 1, 2, and that's 11. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to turn around, hands and knees. In modified version, tabletop to cobra. Unmodified, down dog to up dog. I will do 6 modified, 5 regular, do whatever works for you. That's 1. And when you're done, come around. Cross your legs however feels right this morning. We're going to do 6 rotations in one direction, 5 in the other. You're sitting up or going down as I will, and that's 1. And on the last round, I'm going to stretch out and do a round of box breath. Going the other way now. In the middle, over the left knee, and then over the right knee. To the count of 4. And so I'm going to stretch out here. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold. Left knee, same thing. Coming up, switching the position of the legs. What was in front goes behind, or what was on top goes on the bottom. Going to do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the other, and repeat the box breath in each of those positions. And stretching out. Left knee. And right knee. And coming up, setting down.